So I have some chickens. Around 1,500 chickens and a frame rate of 1. Hi, cat. So that's what happens if you have a chickenator and then let the game run while you wander off for a few hours. Or, well, day 1060. So that's an issue. And it's an issue in part because I really can't just kill these things. I mean, at this frame rate, this is like... It's like watching one of those videos where someone falls down, and, you know, that's hilarious, and therefore, that having happened, the video suddenly replays itself at 4 frames a second, so that stupid people can watch it, because they can't observe reality in real time. Which I would wonder how the hell they drive, but I've seen them drive, and it actually explains a lot. The last time the traffic signal got from their eyes to their brain through the optic nerve, it reported that it was green, even though it's been red for 5 seconds. So I added a bit of more dirt. Cat, what the hell? And also a second spawner that I just left defaulted to do pigs. Because that way I can get pig meat, and when not if I lock up butcher villagers with chicken meat, I can go grab pig meat and give them that instead. And it gives me an idea, because I have a pig egg in reserve, so I can revert this. And my idea is changing the rules. I'm going to outsource killing all these guys. Like this. Watch. Get off me. Turning to local news, tragedy struck Whoville today when a sociopath unleashed a cluster of ocelots with a chicken paddock. Come on. This isn't helping my frame rate yet. Murder, death, kill, maim, destroy. Don't really care if I'm adding to the problem. If I'm spitting out ocelots, then technically they should be killing these things faster than new ones can. Why am I stuck on a fence post? God, they're even bouncing outside. This is bad. Having let this run for a while before I wandered away to let this happen to me, apart from getting white sheep, because that's what happens, I did start getting, like, light gray ones. I don't see any. There's one. I grabbed some red dye and made one of them red, bred it with a white one to get a pink one, and then dyed the red one brown, so I've got those two in here now, just so I could fill out the crate full of wool over... Serious, I turned the trackball when I said wool. It took that long. Now I'm trying to turn back. This may take a little while. So I've got 6 different colors of wool growing at any time. Well, I don't have any black sheep. I guess I could probably make another one of those. I just want to get this over with first before... Because I only have like 7 or 8 bits of ink left at this point, and... Of course I'm not going to be able to make a squid spawner as far as I can tell. Everything suggests that it just won't work in a flat world. There are drawbacks to this entire map. Not really in the, you know, not the survival map, although I guess a couple we could talk about, but the map that existed before it was altered to be what it is. It's a flat world that had structures turned off, so... Well, there is a nether fortress. Obviously, we've been there. There won't be any end cities, which is regrettable, because I would love to get some shulker boxes. And of course, you know, squids. If I got a squid egg, which would take 64 packs of ink, which is like 8 times what I have right now. I'm not sure I could just, you know, even if I thumped it into water, I don't think it would produce a squid. I guess it might, but that would be the best I could do. If I thumped it into a spawner, I don't think it would do anything ever. So... yeah, anyway, this is the result of, like, getting stuff, letting it run while I was doing stuff in the game, setting up the pig spawner and whatever. And then I wandered off to Starbucks and got a big, huge whole milk mocha at Safeway and grabbed a bunch of Mr. Pibb and ultimately wound up sleeping forever. I got a headache. And I went out in the sun. What was I thinking? And slept from like 8 p.m. to 3 in the morning. Which probably sounds normal, but if I don't have a headache, I sleep. Well, ultimately I wind up sleeping for about 4 hours and then stay up for 36. Occasionally, if I'm tired enough, I can stay up for 22 hours and then sleep for 2. Or 20 hours and something like that. I sleep about 10% of the time. Unless I get a headache. It's a hyperactivity thing. Which you can tell about me because I always sound so excited. Oh, which reminds me, while we're, you know, watching this at the speed of morons watching people fall down. I had someone mention, outside of YouTube.com, someone at Facebook.com mentioned, that you can watch one of these videos at double speed in 15 minutes. Because apparently when you speed up the video, all that happens is my voice kicks up to an octave common to Homo sapiens, and if anything, I just sound more normal and understandable. So, fun fact. You can do that, I guess. Fence post, get off the wall. I hate you so much. I think... am I just being optimistic, or is our frame rate kicking up just a bit? Well, 1. I can't imagine what was slower than that. This ultimately should be clearing out chickens. It's just there's a lot of them. And every time I wander over here, I'm kind of giving ocelots another chance to spawn, so... there's a few ocelots, which technically are causing the problem at this point. They're congesting well, 1,800. What do I have? Okay, we're down to 1,700 animals. Well, animals, but last I knew I had about 68 villagers. There's probably upwards of a dozen blazes in there by now. Probably some mushroom cows downstairs. And whatever's in the original monster factory. I can't imagine they'll tell me. Yeah, there's not 300 things in there, 97 maybe. But probably not, it's usually around 30 or 40 at worst. But yeah, well, it doesn't take much to notice that it's mostly just chickens. And I've got, what, 5 cats, I think? 2 dogs. That's not the problem. Thinking about problems, I thought about the cactus farm. And there really isn't a problem. I did do a couple of things. I expanded the crate that stuff washes into to a double crate and put a... Yeah, I could probably go... Put a hopper on top of it to catch this guy. In retrospect, I have no idea what the hell I was thinking. I guess I was thinking of something else. Possibly a whole different game. I don't know if it was even related to Minecraft. Obviously. Jump! Oh, not that way though, damn it. Need more frame rate. Obviously, cacti can grow diagonal to each other, which pretty much means that thumping up blocks diagonal to cacti would never cause them to floof off and fall. I don't know what the hell I was thinking of. It seems like I've done something in a diagonal configuration. And like a lot, more than once, that did what I wanted. I don't know what the hell it was, because it can't possibly have been cacti. So anyway, yeah, when you... Again, if you're trying to mimic what I'm doing, then that's your problem. I don't know who the hell told you I knew anything. But, for reference, if you want to make a cactus farm, anything like this, make it all parallel and perpendicular and not, what, catty-cornered? Is that the term people came up with? Never understood that one. Frame rate, 2. Progress. I'm gonna have to manually go outside and kill everything that's escaped. Did I just see something I didn't want to see? Okay, is that the pink one? Get out of my way. No, really. I think that one's pink, and I think the one over there is gray. And that one is... Oh, I got a black one. I think that one's brown. I've got a chromatopsia, so I can only measure how gray something looks, and then try to... And now we've just updated the whole color scheme in 1.12, so I have to relearn it, and that sort of sucks, but... I think all of the sheep that I need to keep alive... Well, I don't need to keep any alive. I can redo what I did. Just... I've got absurd amounts of red dye, and... brown dye isn't too hard to come by, because I can just go down and thump a cocoa bean. Oh, other news. While I'm doing the Tell Don't show. I went over to the Monster Factory and smacked another... 30 or 40 zombies. I don't know for sure. I'm up to 112. Anyway, I finally got a carrot. So I planted the carrot and bone mealed it and got a stack and a half of carrots. Traded 10 of those in to get beetroot seeds. So, I'm trying to think if I have melon seeds down there. Did I get those at some point? I may have, you know, like all of the food groups at this point. Which I would need a lot of dirt to make use of those in any practical way. Where, you know, right now I almost have enough wood to get 4 bits of dirt if I had 6 more to go with it and get... Or no, 2/5 of 1 dirt. It's goofy. Well, it's not. It makes sense. It just... 10 blocks of oak wood logs for 1 block of dirt. That's why I still don't have all that much dirt. Although I did get dirt in here just to get the grass growing over to here, but it's not done. I've got... Maybe I can see. Can I count? Can I turn in the right direction to look down and count? Could you get out of my way? Oh, I hate you guys so much. Okay, that is wood. Wood fence. Damn it. I think 1, 2, 3 by 2 is 6. That's weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay, 6, 8. That's 14, 15, 16, 17, 8, or not 18, but, hang on, 6, 8, 8. Doing it next week when we count. Oh, and that's a bunch. 6, 8, 8 is 22. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, and if it's symmetrical, I think I need 38 per side, right? Does that add up? 6, 8. It would help if I had time. It's too slow to count. That's insane. Is 38, yeah. So, if it's the same on the other side, then 38 squared is, or 38 squared. 38 squared is like 1,444. 38 doubled is 76 blocks of dirt, which is 760 logs. I've got 4. I need to wake up more before I do these things. So what do I need? Oh, thanks for stopping my minecart, by the way. That'll just make everything easier for me. How am I looking on space? Okay. I may have some dirt in reserve. Also extra spawn house lots. 4. That's not a lot of reserve, so yeah, I need 72 more, and I've got 2/5 of what I need to get 1. So I'm gonna have to chop down my grove of oak trees a couple more times because each of those gets me. Oh, actually, that's perfect because it's 38. Uh, 384 logs. I've got 4 on me. That works out to 38.8 blocks of dirt, which works out to 38 because I can't get fractional dirts. So basically, I just got to cut down the grove twice, and I'll have enough dirt to finish this whole thing off. And then we can look into getting more dirt and doing actual, food farms, vegetation, flora. Is our frame rate up? Could it possibly be up? 12, 5, 6. Well, so it's possible that we'll have this handled about the time I want to kill the episode, because we're at half an hour. So right now we're at 19 minutes. Yeah, and with the frame rate kicking up, because technically, like, at this frame rate, something boring like 5 or 6 minutes at most have actually passed. If you did kick this up double speed or better, you'd probably see what you're supposed to see. I don't have that option here. I guess I could probably... I'm not sure what I could do. This is not a render distance problem, because there's not a whole lot to render. I could turn off the clouds, I guess, but who cares? I don't think those count as anything important. Particle effects maybe, but probably not much. It's just overloaded with chickens. Chickens all the way down. 6, 7, damn. Am I full on chickens? And I'm not sure I'm picking anything up. I am full on chickens. That's not what I wanted to hear. Stop pushing me. Oh, just do this. And then cause the problem to become worse. And go back for more raw meat. Now sunset, that'll help. Usually we'll probably get zombies lumbering after us at 6 frames per second. Which, you know, I've heard zombies don't run. Usually from people who want to LARP that they'd have a chance. Incidentally, since, you know, I think this will probably upload in like December. It's currently July the 23rd, which means Romero died a couple of days ago. So that sucks. At least people noticed a year or two ago when Richard Matheson died. And since you almost certainly have no idea who Richard Matheson was, he wrote everything. Like, seriously, have you ever seen anything from Twilight Zone or Outer Limits or whatever, What Dreams May Come, things, he wrote all of it. And he wrote I Am Legend, which you may have heard of because it was a fairly unremarkable film 5 years ago. Or so. But, it's no secret that Romero based Living Dead on Matheson's Zompires. So, yeah, we're rapidly running out of people who made all of this happen. Which sort of sucks, but I guess in fairness, a lot of these people weren't doing a hell of a lot in recent years. Although, like, yesterday-ish, we lost John Hurd. And to give you an idea what people care about, he was, the guy from... Apparently he was in Home Alone. I don't know. I haven't seen it. That's about where I gave up on John Hughes. The last thing I saw him do that was worth seeing was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Unless some kind of Wonderful was after that, I'm not sure. It's about the same time, really. So yeah, we also lost the photographer from Chud. Just everything to do with zombies. I would say Chud is a zombie film. There are those who would disagree with me because they're wrong and watch videos at 4 frames a second so they can get reality into their brains. 28 Days Later, also a zombie film because I say so. And the debate is over because I don't care. What other things are zombie films? Life Force comes to mind. Basically a zombie film. Even if it was technically about vampires from space, it was a zombie film. It was a turn people into zombies film. Zombies are not necessarily literally the living dead. It's more philosophical than that. It's the you know, sort of, it's a form of vicissitude that I'm out of room. Alters what you were into what you are, and then you Amway that off into everyone else you meet, and everyone has a bad day. Yeah, hi, Cat. Alright, is our frame rate being reasonable? 18. I can almost 20. I can almost live with that. Which is good because we're out of space for chicken meat. So I'm thinking, I don't know what, if anything, kills ocelots. I unleashed one in here before trying to remember if I recorded that. To get some chickens out of my way, and I haven't seen it since, so I don't know if I managed to kill it, wandering through helping it kill chickens. Oh, yeah, I recorded. Of course I did, because that's how I got the cats. Anyway, so... Isn't it? I don't know. I may have just killed all of this off personally. At some point, I threw in an ocelot that killed chickens for me, and... eventually just stopped existing, so I don't know. If I revert the spawner to throw out pigs, but leave the ocelots, then I can use those as a tool to just kill chickens. They'll go after a lot of hatchlings, I suppose, but at this point I don't care very much. At some point I'll find a balance, so if I can get it down to like one ocelot, it would have trouble keeping up with the demand. And it would just kill chickens and get me meat and feathers whenever I want to come in and grab it. So it'd be a lot like the spawn factory over there. And at that point, if I wanted to, I guess I could even set up a system. It would take a lot of material for like very little good reason, but I could run hopper carts, at least one, just all along beneath this, so that when... Now you get clogged up with eggs, of course. But... Well, maybe not. Wait, let me think. Okay, run carts all along beneath this, fine. Picks up everything on the ground, dumps it into here, and this throws it all out. And when it throws out eggs, they hatch. Well, you know, 1 in 8 times anyway. When it throws out feathers and meat, those just fall back into the system as the minecart comes along underneath. That absolutely could work. And I can't think of a reason why I would bother doing it. But it could happen. Seems like a lot of effort for, like, no reason. But, I don't know, it's something to think about if I ever... Actually, there is no if. I have just a stupid amount of everything I would need to make it happen. It would just be a matter of doing it. Alright, 20. I've got under 500 entities. 300 might be in this pen. I'm gonna go get my pig egg and turn off the cats. And of course I'm constantly getting new stacks of fish. So, damn it. I could... let me get some of my... I don't have any handy, but... I could just cook new bunches of fish. And get yet more cat eggs. Maybe... Yeah, if I can just keep at least one ocelot in here doing this for me, then I'll stay ahead of the chicken explosion. Right now I have too many cats. I'm never going to see a chicken again once they kill them all. Which right now I don't much care if I ever see a chicken again. But, in general, I don't know what I'm going to do about these sheep that are getting out. Probably just kill them. I already have a bunch of cooked mutton that I... Oh wow, it's night. I keep doing that. I never notice it's nighttime. This is how zombies happen to me. Look at... Kill the chickens. Chicken, kill it. See, I'm doing my part. I am helping the pig that doesn't really have to... Oh, I don't have that then. Okay, why not? Oh, I don't care. I just want you dead. I still have no idea what I'm ever going to use feathers for. I probably ought to stop and look that up and see if they do in fact serve some purpose apart from making arrows. Because I have thousands and thousands of arrows. And no... whatever the half of this is, not that. That. Flint, steel, yeah. I don't... I have to trade 10 blocks of logs for one gravel, and it's just, I'm never going to make arrows. It's meaningless to me. You killed my cart. Is there anything in my cart? Yay. Another thing I have stacks of that I can't fit anywhere anymore. Alright, well, so killed our... I don't know what to do with them. Maybe I can lead them back into the pen, or... not. Probably not. They're just gonna make more, as long as none of the... As long as neither of the sheep that I died... And I wouldn't hate keeping the black one that I've got. If I can keep those in the paddock, then I'll be fairly happy about the sheep. The rest can all become food, I don't care. And maybe all the sheep, I don't see any more. And then I've just got a bunch of cats, and that's a problem. Well, that's a problem I can deal with now that I've got a frame rate I can, you know, actually see. Walk through. 24, that's good enough. That's, you know, any given cinematic film. And you get to television where it's 30 and occasionally 60 and then all the way up to 1,000, and they have to like add motion blurs so you don't get motion sickness from being able to see a bullet fly across the screen without... This is a question. Why do we have televisions at 60 frames per second when we have people watching videos at 4 frames per second so they can actually watch someone fall down? Why do I get the feeling that every question I ask can be answered with people are stupid? Why does the sun come up? People are stupid. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Alright, so we're over time. Technically. Just because, you know, what amounts to 8 minutes of actual gameplay got smashed down to 33.5 minutes. So, that's fun. Maybe next time there will be something worth doing instead of just going through and trying to get the system to not be broken. By the way, why the hell are you people down here? You can just go, I don't even care. I'm never going to want Curse of Vanishing for anything. Why the hell? So now that I don't have a villager spawner, yeah, I've met you before and you're not useful to me. They're somehow bouncing at... When I had a spawner, they weren't even doing this. That's why I built this platform, to see what was happening. Everything is just bouncing loose. The fabric of reality is breaking at 4 frames per second. And what? No, why would you leave? I don't care. Yeah, I'm not that impressed by you. I guess if you die, it'll make room for your friends upstairs to mate and give me new guys and possibly new butchers. I guess I could help. I just can't really figure out how they got down here. Ah, chicken, damn it. How did that not kill you? And why are you running? Well, apart from the thing where I'm trying to murder you. I don't know, that's weird. But it's bad if they're down there because it means that the center of the village could be considered different, and I don't want golems spawning outside of the water. Anyway, we're at 35.5 minutes, so I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, I've talked about the cacti. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, really. And we're no longer producing cats. I'm just going to let it run as it is. And see if these cats survive. Maybe they despawn. I guess that's possible. I don't know. I have no guesses, really. I'll let you know what I find out next time. So, I'll see you then. Bye.